yesterday's Remembers of post.
And we are now running. I'm working on getting the links.
Ooh, looks like Nessa's just about to do the Tower of Babel.
Oh, fun.
I've offered her backup if she wants us.
You're
If we're still on when she gets home.
all right. I got that posted. Let's get there. We go. Chat. Get live chat set up. Hello, Jim. I'm working on posting links and such. I should probably get at least the webcam on. How have you been? I'm gonna get into the voice call soon, so um
No cursed beverage tonight. We had one planned, but it's alcoholic, and neither of us really wants to drink.
drink this. Yeah, no. Only thing that still sick. I'm so sorry to hear that, honey. All right. Not even a dirty Shirley. Yeah, no. We're just.
I'm
It's.
sorry, is Dirty Shirley a Shirley Temple with fucking olive brine in it?
Oh, that sounds horrible. Not beef fizz bad,
But unpleasant.
but unpleasant.
Viscerally so.
All right, and there's that.
Vodka.
Oh, it's got vodka in it.
That's not that. That's just a Shirley Temple with vodka.
Yeah, that's not that bad. Here, I thought it was so going to be something like truly horrendous, like I don't know. We're getting this to. There we go. We'll get that set up for later, and yeah, I think I'm gonna. I didn't even want you to do the beef fizz, and I, but you. I'm gonna be honest with you. The suggestion not to was too good. I'm not mentioning any more cursed drinks I've had. I I will say that the beef fizz is probably one of the worst things I've ever tasted in my life. It certainly was an experience. Um, also, hey Zaya, where are you? Oops.
Oh, I'm Right over here. Fucking parkour up there.
Mm-hmm.
Took the easy route up, and I took the stupid way down.
I love how you just. I actually need to put this. We're probably just gonna hang out and play Ziv. That's probably all we're doing. I'm actually probably just gonna. I'm just gonna say we might just flip over into the Blastercast chat, and we're probably just gonna play Ziv today.
Yeah.
It is kind of our comfort game. And
It's been a rough week.
yeah.
It's been a rough week to be trans.
I'm assuming that nice was a premature response. Listen while I'll play Room World. Alright. Well, I think I might suggest we jump over to the Blastercast chat. I also think I might expand it to be 5 because usually
I think we keep it at 4 for now, because like 5 is usually when it starts to get unruly. If we want a 5th person in it, we can do some janky stuff to get an extra person in it anyway. So like,
okay. It was Maple Story. Oh my god!
Oh god, I haven't thought about Maple Story in years. I tried to play Maple Story, but Maple Story would not run on my parents' computer.
Is it the same computer that's sitting in your parents' dining room now?
Yes.
Ah.
They have not changed. They got that computer.
In the early 2000s?
No, mid to late.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit more of a modern HP tower, isn't it?
Yeah. Before that, we had a Gateway running Windows XP that was actually a hand-me-down. That computer did originally come with Windows 7. When was Windows 7 released? Windows 7 was released in 2009, and that actually sounds about right for when we got that computer.
Okay, so that's I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's like a what? It's
a 15-year-old computer.
Yeah, the fact that it's still running is.
Oh yeah, no, it's my parents keep it pretty clean. They don't really use it for much more than checking their email. And honestly, I will say, the upgrade to Windows 10, they decided to upgrade it to Windows 10, and they have a lot of bloatware on it, and it would run a lot better if it was cleaned up a little bit, because it doesn't run good. But I'm not going to argue with them about it.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to switch over to the Blastercast, and you are welcome to join me, darling.
Yep, I will be over in a moment.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Got Blastercast. We're gonna get the screen share back up. Yeah, I don't really think that I need like webcam. Matthias, I'll join chat for a bit before my next medicine. Oh dear. Oh dear. Matthias. Who's Matthias? The mouse from Red Bull? Oh god. Oh god, do we want to talk about Red Bull?
Red Bull is so good.
Oh my fucking god, that show was like
Okay, the show was pretty damn good. The books are better.
Oh, I haven't watched the show. I read the books.
The show was
I didn't realize there was a show until you told me about it.
Yeah, it was on PBS. And the theme song was really goddamn good too. Like legitimately. The theme song was really good.
There was this delightful element of like, okay, so they're woodland creatures that dress up in people clothes and have weapons and basically are kind of medieval era.
It gets darker the longer you read it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have you read past the first one?
Wait, which ones have you? It's been a few years.
I
think the first one that
The first book is Redwall. The second book is Mossflower.
I didn't start in order. I was given The Legend of Luke.
Oh dear.
Yeah, the one with Clooney in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was immediate, like, oh shit, and it's like, because like the beginning of Legend of Luke, if I remember, is much more lighthearted. And then
the beginning of Redwall is very lighthearted. It opens with this lovely festival, and everyone is gathering around the abbey, and there's so much bustle, and there's a wonderful feast, and everything's going lovely, and then it cuts to Clooney the Scourge.
Not Clooney the Scourge. Who was the one? It was Vilu Daskar. Not Clooney the Scourge. Clooney was in was the Red Ball. Was Redwall. Sorry.
Yes.
I got my villains mixed up.
About?
Redwall.
What's Redwall?
Oh my god.
Oh dear. Redwall is a series of books by author Brian Jakes that...
Is that how it's pronounced?
I've always heard it Jakes. I know he's an English author. He's either English or Welsh. I can't remember which.
When you say English, do you mean like funny English or like colonialist English?
That's a good question. I don't really have a good answer.
I don't really think we I don't think we have an intimate look on the political views of Brian Jakes.
I double-checked his Wikipedia page. Jakes, pronounced Jakes.
Got it.
Like several of my cousin.
He writes... He's written several kind of... low fantasy?
I would call them they're low fantasy.
See, but with talking animals.
Yeah.
I mean, I consider talking animals pretty low fantasy.
Yeah, it's everyone's an animal. And the thing is that like Redwall starts with this whole like the first book in the series, which is just Redwall, actually has a bunch of bits where there's like references to human civilization elsewhere. To like barns and farms and human and after the first book, he very intentionally decided that he was not going to he was going to make it much more on the scale of the animals, and he removed a lot of references to human stuff.
Right, because that was a little because it was like I read Legend of Luke, and then I went back and read Redwall later, and I was very confused. I remember that being very confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
Is
that not
very heavy. Owls of Gahul vibes, because you know you had the owls with like
It's
sniffing
look,
and stuff.
I'm gonna be honest. It is much better. It is much better written than any of
No.
the warriors or Gahul or any of those.
You just
It
gave me a
predates
massive flashback to
all of those
Gahul.
as well. This the first book was published in the 80s. Yeah,
Oh wow,
1986.
Yeah. It's
wow, that's old.
yeah, I had a bunch of those. Like my novel collection was like a large swath of it was my set of Lord of the Rings books. And any other Tolkien stuff that I got my hands on as time went on. Although a lot of my anthologies are later, or were things I got later.
Mhm.
Wait,
So I had The
have you
Hobbit.
read the Silmarillion?
Yes.
Yes, she has.
Oh my god, finally! You know how hard it is to find people who've read the Silmarillion?
Because it's terrible.
You
You
shouldn't.
shouldn't. It's fucking notes. It's collated notes.
Look, I already told y'all I spent over 10 years looking for the last Owls of Gahul book because my schools never had it, just to finish the series. I'm still looking for the last Animorphs book.
You know what's really
I
funny?
believe you
I'm
can just
going to
find it for
confess
free
something.
As a PDF, actually.
I have not read any
Yeah.
of. I have not actually read any of the Animorphs books. I
Animorphs are all available as. Also, my love, I'm just gonna send you something that I just found that I think I may need to acquire.
Oh dear.
I feel scared.
If you say, is that the
Oh.
tapestry on a racerback tank top?
That's the tapestry of.
I am
Oh my
that is my
God.
sword shall wield for me.
That is adorable.
It's like, just to note, the series is it's almost every library has several copies of Redwall. They will put one in the kids section, one in the young adult section, and one in the adult section because it is a truly all ages book.
It's such a good story.
And it's
It's.
all right. I found it.
Mm?
Who says that I am dead knows not at all. I am that is to mice within red wall. The warrior sleeps twixt hall and cavern hole. I am that is, take on my mighty role. Look for the sword in moonlight streaming forth. At night, when day's first hour reflects the north, from o'er the threshold seek, and you will see. I am that is, my sword shall wield for me.
Damn, that's some Shakespearean right there.
It's a very good series, and I
If I remember correctly,
highly
that
recommend
ends up
it.
being that's one of the it's a riddle for later in the book.
It is.
Okay,
Sounds like
is it in Redwall or is it?
It is in Redwall. It is actually not on the tapestry. It is underneath the tapestry, and they find it when Clooney sends men in to steal it. It was carved into the stone, hidden underneath Redwall's tapestry. And it later turns out that I am that is an anagram. It's a very good. Like, I'm just going to look. I don't want to get your stream hit or anything, but I don't think if I find an excerpt from the book real quick. I have a copy somewhere. I think it may be at my parents' house. So I'm just gonna
I was gonna say don't you have Redwall somewhere in an electronic copy because
Yes, I do.
You were reading
I
it.
I actually have it downloaded currently.
yes.
Why am I?
Because we curled up one night and you were I think I was having a really rough night and you started reading it to me.
Yeah,
It sounds like a nice book.
right.
It's honestly highly recommend it. It's been years since I read the books, but they still stick out in my mind because of how
They are extremely well made.
Yes.
I have to read them now after I finish my current obsession with the Jim Butcher series.
Oh, are you
Dresden.
reading Dresden? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the second to last. Well, of the current release books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite fucking quotes so far.
I'm just gonna try because it opens like the first chapter is this really nice I'm just gonna start with chapter one. Matthias cut a comical little figure as he wobbled his way along the cloisters, with his large sandals flip-flopping and his tail peeping from beneath the baggy folds of an oversized novice's habit. He paused to gaze upwards at the cloudless blue sky and tripped over the enormous sandals. Hazelnuts scattered out upon the grass from the rush basket he was carrying. Unable to stop, he went tumbling cowl over tail. Bump! The young mice squeaked in dismay. He rubbed tenderly at his damp, snubbed nose while slowly taking stock of where he had landed. Directly at the feet of Abbot Mortimer. Immediately, Matthias scrambled about on all fours, hastily trying to stuff nuts back into the basket as he muttered clumsy apologies, avoiding the stern gaze of his elder. Sorry, Father Abbot. I tripped, you see. Trod on my abbot, Father Abbot. Oh, dear, I mean... The Father Abbot blinked solemnly over the tops of his glasses. Matthias again. Oh, what a young buffoon of a mouse. Only the other day he'd singed old Brother Methuselah's whiskers while lighting candles. It goes on like this about all the preparations they're doing for the great feast. And, all the... Abbot Mortimer gives him another task, mutters to himself about, oh, I need to find him some properly sized sandals. And then chapter 2. The high, warm sun shone down on Clooney the Scourge. Clooney was coming. He was big and tough, an evil rat with ragged fur and curved, jagged teeth. He wore a black eye patch. His eye had been torn out in battle with a pike. Clooney had lost an eye. The pike had lost its life. Some said that Clooney was a Portuguese rat. Others said that he came from the jungles far across the wide oceans. Nobody knew for sure. Clooney was a bilge rat, the biggest, most savage rodent that ever jumped from ship to shore. He was black with gray and pink scars all over his huge, sleek body. From the tip of his wet nose up past his green and yellow slitted eye, across both his mean, tattered ears, down the length of his heavy, vermin-ridden back to the enormous whip-like tail which had earned him his title, Clooney the Scourge. Now he rode on the back of the hay wagon with his 500 followers, a mighty army of rats, sewer rats, tavern rats, water rats, dockside rats, Clooney's army, fearing yet following him. Redtooth, his second in command, carried a long pole. This was Clooney's personal standard. The skull of a ferret was fixed at its top. Clooney had killed the ferret. He feared no living thing. Wild-eyed and with terror of rat smell in its nostrils, the horse plunged ahead without any driver. Where the hay cart was taking them was of little concern to Clooney. Straight on the panicked horse galloped, past the milestone lodged in the earth at the roadside, heedless of the letters graven in the stone. Redwall Abbey, 15 miles. Clooney spat over the edge of the cart at two young rabbits playing in a field. Tasty little things. A pity the cart hadn't stopped yet, he thought. The high, warm sun shone down on Clooney the Scourge. Clooney was a god of war. Clooney was coming nearer. Those are the first two chapters.
And if I remember
Holy
correctly,
shit,
the
that's literary whiplash.
oh yeah, the I
And then the next chapter is just more sweet, wonderful, like, oh, preparations
Chestnut.
for the feast. Everyone is having a wonderful time. They
Hi,
say a short
hi,
prayer.
Threat.
Hugo, brother, there, Friar Hugo finishes the meal. He's the chef of the abbey. He makes a delicious grayling. And then chapter 4. Clooney was in a foul temper. He snarled viciously. The horse had stopped from sheer exhaustion. He hadn't wanted that. Some inner devil persuaded him that he had not yet reached his destination. Clooney's one eye slitted evilly. From the depths of the hay cart, the rodents of the warlord's army watched their master. They knew him well enough to steer clear of him in his present mood. He was violent, unpredictable. "Skullface!" Clooney snapped. There was a rustle in the hay. A villainous head popped up. "Aye, Chief. Do you want me?" Clooney's powerful tail shot out and dragged the unfortunate forward. Skullface cringed as sharp, dirty claws dug into his fur. Clooney nodded at the horse. "Jump on that thing's back, sharpish. Give it a good bite. That'll get the lazy brute moving again." Skullface swallowed nervously and licked his dry lips. "But, Chief, it might bite me back." Swish! Crack! Clooney wielded his mighty tail as if it were a bullwhip. His victim screamed aloud with pain as the scourge lashed his thin, bony back. "Mutiny! Insubordination!" Clooney roared. "By the teeth of hell, I'll flay you into mangy dull rags." Skullface scurried over onto the driver's seat, yelling with pain. "No more! Don't whip me, Chief!" "Hold tight to the rigging there," Clooney shouted back to his horde. Skullface performed a frantic leap. He landed on the horse's back. The terrified animal did not wait for the rat to bite. As soon as it felt the loathsome scratching weight descend upon its exposed haunches, it gave a loud, panicked whinny and bucked. Spurred on by the energy of fright, it careered off like a runaway juggernaut. Skullface had time for just one agonized scream before he fell. The iron-shod cartwheels rolled over him. He lay in a red mist of death, the life ebbing from his broken body. The last thing he saw before darkness claimed him was the sneering visage of Clooney the Scourge roaring from the jolting backboard. "Hell the devil Clooney sent you, Skullface!" They were on the move again. Clooney was getting nearer.
And with that, hi there, hi again, Threat.
Damn.
The other thing is that apparently this red wall is indirectly responsible for something that my wife says on a regular basis.
Oh god, okay, so there was a Redwall abridged series of the cartoon. I will also note, the cartoon was really good. It did make some changes. It added a scene at the very start where, so Matthias is an orphaned mouse living in the Abbey. That's never explored in the books. Or at least not in the first book. In the TV series, they add that he was in a village that was attacked by Clooney the Scourge, and Clooney slaughtered his entire family, and that's how the TV series opens.
Jesus.
Yeah. But there is a Redwall abridged series. It is not easy to find these. Well, it's easy-ish to find. I think somebody went and re-uploaded them, but they were long gone for a while. There's just there's just a bit in that abridged series where there's some so what's on the docket today?
Wait, is that
well, I try to imitate specifically the voice that he had in the TV series, not the abridged series.
Oh.
Which
It's a very fitting voice. They did the TV series. It was on PBS, and it had some honestly immaculate fucking voice casting. If you've never read the books, or even if you have read the books, I would highly recommend it. It hits the majority of the important plot beats. It cuts out a couple bits, and
but it's mostly based on the first book, if I remember correctly. From
the
what you said.
first season is the first book. It had 3 seasons. It did Redwall, Matameo, and Martin the Warrior.
Quick
Bunch of
question.
different series.
How big are these rats? Like, how big are these characters? Are they like human size?
They're
Are they like...
so while they're rat sized, and like the hay cart and the horse are human sized, but all the rats are rat sized.
500 rats on a hay cart.
Yeah, everything is from the perspective of the animals. The humans never make any appearance. They are not important to the story.
The closest thing you get to that is the hay cart, really.
Yeah, the hay cart, or there's an old barn later. Redwall is built by the mice at a mouse scale, and it's never really brought up aside from that. Yeah.
So kind of like how Warriors does. Oh, 2 legs exist, but we don't give a shit.
Yeah, Warriors does more with it, and also like
I never read
tries way too hard to. Warriors tries way too hard to like have, oh, here's what the cats think of all the human things. Ooh, the great rumbling beasts that cross the road.
I remember that from one of the books.
Redwall is just like, no, fuck it. They're a society. They don't need to justify all of this bullshit. They are their own society, and
I think I was saying, apart from the first book, there's barely
yes,
there's
Brian
barely
Jakes decided
after the first book.
Brian Jakes made a conscious decision after the first book to remove as many. He deliberately did not want to raise those kind of questions. They were not the intention of the series. The intention of the series was this really good, low fantasy, gritty, medieval setting that just happened to have woodland creatures as the characters.
I swear, this gives me the weirdest flashbacks to owls, because I remember the only thing they've mentioned about humans is either ruins, bits of stuff they find, or paintings, and there's no explanation beyond that. Like,
it's even less than that.
Yeah.
It's literally.
Redwall also gets truly horrified. Redwall drips into horror pretty regularly. Clooney is not the scariest thing in the forest.
I doubt he is. He's our literal rat. There's very much scarier things in nature.
What do you think fills the same niche as a dragon in Redwall?
Either a Komodo dragon, an alligator, a crocodile, or a really big fucking Wolverine.
Just a fucking snake.
Really?
A snake.
It's a venomous adder named Asmodeus.
That actually makes
Asmodeus, yes.
Asmodeus is the Asmodeus scenes.
Wait,
yes,
the
that
Asmodeus
is what it
scenes in the TV series are fucking terrifying, because they use this very. They have this very. Asmodeus does this whole thing where he kind of lightly hypnotizes his prey before going in for the kill, and he is a venomous adder.
You know, that kind of makes sense, because they're named after the Prince of Lust, so seducing them through hypnotism makes a lot of sense.
So there's just a lot of bits where somebody is alone, somebody is off on their own. It does not matter what side of the war they're on.
Wait, there's a war?
Yeah, Clooney besieges Redwall Abbey.
Why would
the entire because he wants it. He wants it to be his. He wants to remake it as his castle.
An abbey?
Yeah, it's an abbey in the it's an abbey in the Old English sense. It is a big stone building that largely is self-sufficient and also has huge stone walls and an enormous heavy gate.
Mhm.
I was gonna say because like if we're talking old school abbeys, yeah, that makes sense. If you're
Yeah,
talking like
no, it's
later
like
ones, no.
yeah, no, it's an old school English abbey.
Mm.
So he lays it is the entire first book is the siege, and you watch as everybody grows more desperate.
Oh yeah,
As
no, that was
supply lines are cut off, as word to the outside is cut off, as there are losses taken on both sides. It is a brutal book.
Is there animal cannibalism?
I mean, Clooney literally talks about consuming rabbit children, and rabbits are just as sentient as everyone else.
Yeah, but he's a rat. You kind of expect that from him.
Nobody in the Abbey does it.
Okay, good, good.
Um, but the snake, Asmodeus, the TV series, I think, made him even scarier than the books.
He was pretty fucking scary in the books
Uh-huh.
too.
They usually use him as aside from
He's basically
aside
like
from
he's
when aside from the point when Matthias goes to confront him finally, he is used exclusively as an end to an episode. So someone will just be out on their own, and you will just hear Asmodeus approach slowly, calling his name. I believe it's Asmodeus. Asmodeus. Come with me, and I will show you eternity.
That's
And
an
then you
elder scrolls shit.
hear
yeah,
and then you
no.
hear you will usually see his victim turn, maybe start to scream, and then the episode cuts to black and you hear a crunch.
My God.
That's the PBS series.
A PBS animated kids series.
Hey, PBS used to not fuck around.
No, no, it's
No.
really good. Like
Also the Badgers. The
I believe
Badgers.
that the Badgers are great.
The Badgers are awesome.
The Badgers.
They live in a
The
fucking
Badgers
volcano.
will fuck you up.
The Badgers
Badgers are
will
already
fuck
fuck
you.
you up.
Badgers will fuck you up. They also live in a
They'll
fucking
do.
volcano.
Yeah.
How do they survive a volcano?
It's technically an inactive volcano, sorta, kinda.
I'm assuming there's still lava in it though.
I also, if I remember correctly, yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna link this. I'm going to link this in your server, my love, because
We're really getting into
the
this.
entirety of the series is available on YouTube.
The animated series.
Yeah.
I would say put it in vids. Safe.
Yeah, vid's
I'm
safe for
definitely
work.
have to look into this now. because
Yeah,
this-
no, this is the entirety of the series. It is all 39 episodes.
Alright, you have piqued my interest.
It's so good. It is so fucking good.
I'm going to have to look into this after my next medicine coma.
Highly recommend.
I feel like we got really off track of what y'all were gonna play Final Fantasy.
We were just kind of chilling out either way.
Yeah, it's okay. Like honestly, like we're kind of just low stakes. This is just we are not going high stakes on this.
No.
Honestly, I'm sitting here with I probably considering switching over to just having my webcam on stream right now because right now we're just kind of sitting and chatting.
Yeah.
And that is fine. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the best I've felt for the last couple days.
Yeah. So we're trying
Sometimes
not
comfort
to.
can be as simple as just a nice conversation.
It's
We're gonna try not to. We're gonna
Get
try
too
not
much
to
into
let
it.
ourselves get too into that. Yeah.
yeah.
So how
Yeah.
are y'all's pets?
Mm,
Spungus is currently sleeping on the bed over to the side.
yeah.
Nice,
He's
nice.
being a grumpy boy.
Oh,
He
Oh, hey Jules, somebody made a Flycore bolt pistol.
I saw that on Reddit, and somebody was like, "Hey, what happened to this project?"
Huh?
that actually reminds
Oh,
me.
apparently he just released it. Yep, there's the
Yeah.
digital files. Also has, oh, this is the same person who made the M6.
Oh,
I think are these
the
actual guns?
These
what's
are
his name?
Nerf.
The moose.
Uh, Fowler.
Me.
Not Anonymous is the one who made the fucking bolt, the huge mega bolt action.
Yeah. Um, the M6 is a variant of the elk pistol, made by this, I believe, the same person.
I think we may be thinking of different M6s because this is just a Flycore M6.
Oh, the Flycore. Oh, I'm thinking about the Springer M6.
No, I'm looking at the Flycore M6.
Hmm.
This is largely someone who just works with Flycore. It's an angled talon Flycore M6.
That makes sense.
This is a very random question. Do y'all have any game recommendations?
I have a lot of game recommendations. What you looking for?
Mm, I'm cool with either RTS, some kind of chill farming sim. I actually was gonna pick up what was that game? Turnip Boy Robs a Bank.
Oh
I
God,
was gonna pick that one up.
Turnip Lad commits tax evasion.
That one too. There's a sequel.
Oh yeah. Oh goddamn, Turnip Boy has a sequel. I don't
Yep,
know if
they
I'd
rob a bank.
fully recommend it. It was
I mean,
like
for the lulz.
it wasn't bad. It just didn't have how I streamed that. I streamed that to completion
Yeah,
in like one stream.
you did. I was watching. I kept making fuck the IRS jokes because since I
Right, you
work in a
did.
restaurant industry for tips, I routinely commit tax evasion.
Yeah, that's tax fraud, not tax evasion.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They're two different
Fuck
things.
Tax evasion.
that. Evasion.
Yeah.
Sorry, making me laugh just made me die a little bit.
All right, weird. Okay, weird and hard. I legitimately don't know if you can find this game aside from piracy, and piracy is also a little difficult. But also, I highly
Mm,
recommend. Like, the piracy of this game is difficult.
I have my
Uh,
sources.
I recommend Rise of Nations, Rise of Legends. It is this weird kind of fantasy game with this uh it's not great. I will not say it's great. But I will say it is a really, really entertaining concept. It's this kind of it is an RTS with a campaign that is about where the campaign is actually about territory control and reaching where your target is. And stuff on the overworld gives you access to other units. And it happens in 3 parts with 3 different major factions. The first faction are steampunk Renaissance Italians.
What?
The second faction are Arabian Nights, kinda. Are these like Arabian Nights kinda magic folks? And the third faction are crystal aliens from outer space.
Was this game made while they were on an acid trip?
No, it makes it. I promise you, it actually makes it largely makes sense. It's from like the mid 2000s. It's also when I say it has 3 factions, it is not the campaign is not these 3 factions all fighting each other. It is you progress through the 3 factions, and the main character, like there is a main character who is going after a villain, and at the end of each chunk of the story, the villain gets away or comes up or like points you in another direction for your revenge, and you go and you start another and you start the next part of the campaign where the same group, like the same core group of characters, winds up fighting alongside a new army.
Huh. Neat.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of picking up that game Zephron, if you've heard of it.
I have not.
It is a trip. It's a 4X game, you know, like Sid Meier's Civilization games. But you're essentially on Earth that's been horribly messed up, and nobody knows who's actually at fault. Because there's like 5 different factions, and no one knows, not even them, who actually caused the destruction of everything. You have Zephron, which is some weird AI that takes control of any kind of like semi-smart technology and twists it into almost animalistic forms for its own use. You have, what's that called? The Bleed. It's like some kind of weird eldritch flesh goo. You have aliens. You have humans who are working with Zephron. You have humans working for the Bleed. You have regular humans. Nobody knows who actually caused the destruction of Earth because everything just happened at once.
Okay.
It's really cool. Because even in game, you can't figure it out unless you just. Yeah, I was playing a demo of it. I was playing as the human faction to see how it plays. I got bits and pieces, but only from the human side. Only what they would have been able to find out. So I kind of think if you play the other factions, because, you know, just like an open world, you know, whatever game, I'm thinking maybe you figure it out, but it's so weird. Really fun. Because you have attack helicopters that look like dogs with claws.
Huh.
Yeah, Zephon, weird shit. They make mechanical things more biological looking for efficiency's sake. Like, you know, if you want to make something good at attacking something with claws, make it look like a lion or something because it's already more or less biologically efficient at it.
Right.
Interesting. It's weird. It actually comes out tomorrow. I was playing the demo. It's by the same guys who made Gladius, that 40K game.
Oh yeah. I remember that. I wasn't really into Gladius, but go for it.
Yeah, because I love games where I can just spend hours doing whatever. Yes. So I like Wimworld. I currently have an accidental colony of vampires.
Yeah, that will happen in RimWorld.
Yeah, I have all the DLCs, including the Anomaly one, which basically just makes the game SCP Foundation. And, well, all my colonists got destroyed by things called Flesh Hulks, which are, you can imagine what it is from the name. And they're all gonna die, so I had to use my one vampire character to infect them all so they'd survive. It's not a good situation for anyone we capture.
That sounds like RimWorld.
Yeah, I actually kind of feel bad for any people we capture because they end up as blood banks. Because, yeah, I have too many blood mouth to feed now. Poor bastards. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, do you want to just jump into it then, darling?
Sure.
Apologies.
Alright. Well, I just put my camera through the back of my character's skull.
Oh dear.
I've heard of Theater of the Mind, but that's a little far.
Yeah, it was very, it was surprise first person view. For like a split second there.
Oh yeah, threat. We're doing okay. We're surviving.
Yeah. About as good as we can.
We're looking at our options. we just want to hit leveling queue?
Yeah, sure.
Who would have thunk a healer tank duo?
Instant.
Instant queue.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
I do love Dun Meg. Canada's looking nice. Yeah, Canada does have a similar election next year. Canada's also very difficult. Canada makes it very difficult to immigrate to. It's not necessarily the greatest.
Yeah.
Canada also won't accept you for a wide variety of reasons. But
Canada is not the best place in the world. I mean, look at them post World War One. They're the reason a lot of things are war crimes now.
yeah, they are.
Wasn't specifically baiting people with food one of theirs?
Yes, yeah, it was. Also certain kinds of night raids as well.
Oh shit.
Okay. What did they do with night raids? They were
Oh,
already brutal.
they did a yeah, a lot of they did a lot of really fucked up shit.
Didn't they literally call like their POW squads the zombie squads because they're dead men walking?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Maybe let's not go to Canada.
Canada's, but it's less about that because Canada's fine to live in overall. It's just they make it extremely intentionally difficult to immigrate there.
Yeah. The only place I wouldn't want to move anywhere in the world is probably Spain.
One of the things that they do, one of the things about Canada and immigration is you cannot immigrate to Canada if you are autistic, or
Oh
yeah, a lot of mental illnesses just automatically disqualify you from immigration to Canada.
Canada's kind of scummy.
We might want to wait for our machinist. Oh.
I say we go to Australia.
Oh, dear.
Australia's also nice, but also like almost any country that you would want to immigrate to makes it very difficult to immigrate there. America is actually kind of uniquely easy to immigrate to.
Doesn't Italy literally pay you to go move to certain parts of it?
They might. I think largely parts that are not in great.
I mean,
How are you dying so much? What am I
That's a
doing
really
wrong?
good-
It's all right. I don't know, honestly.
Oh god, Captain General's on my keyboard now.
All right. Thing is, a lot of the time, if you want to go somewhere that has any kind of paid immigration thing, they also
The
very
hell?
specifically want you to have certain desirable jobs.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It aggroed from all the way the other side.
Oh my god.
It aggroed to us from where we spawned in.
That is very silly. So we actually cleared out a pretty good chunk of it, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I don't have Cardia up on you.
Oh, that'll do it. Living Dead didn't pop.
Awesome. I'm just...
Please stop beating yourself up.
That's...
Right, I'm going to Living Dead. Don't heal me. Okay. Ah. What is going on?
I'm... Well, something that I just... Something in my... On my... Something of mine just dropped to 10%.
Yeah, that's not gonna... It doesn't matter until it breaks. But if you want, I can repair your stuff. Just request repair. I think I can repair most of your gear at this point.
It's the hose of healing.
Alright, just right-click me and hit request repair.
You do not have a high enough for What?
What?
It's grayed out.
Oh.
Awesome.
Alright.
Cool.
We'll make it through. It's fine. It's okay. We'll make it through. Please don't beat yourself up.
I haven't played in a while. That's what's wrong.
Love, can you please stop beating yourself up? You are finding excuses to be awful to yourself. Okay. I love you a lot. I need you to not do that. Because I can only do... I also... I'm gonna Living Dead. So I die. There we go. Alright.
Ugh, I feel my medicine kicking in. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Have a good
See
night.
y'all later, you two. Also, I was looking up some interesting news. Z, you're gonna like this maybe.
Oh?
We're getting sub fractions for the Imperial Guard in early 2025.
Cautiously optimistic. I don't know how I feel overall about how the Guard have been feeling lately.
Apparently, their big focus is gonna be Creed.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised by that.
Also, looks like Kill Team 3rd Edition. We're getting some Eldar, some Dark Eldar, and Grey Knights.
Yeah, I'd heard that they're already starting on Kill Team 3rd. I'm sitting here like, they didn't even make a non-index faction for every single...
Ah, fuck.
Oh, right, it's this fight. I hate this fight.
Alright, well, that was a good one.
Ah,
dude.
fuck me with a rake!
I don't like this fight. I am not a tank with any amount of self-heal. Please. Please trigger. Oh, I fucking wasted that one. Oh, I got by that one. Alright, let's walk back. Love?
I
Come on. I forgot that it was that fight and the same thing got me. Also,
it would also be really good if I, like, you know, fucking got good.
Jules, I am asking you again to stop being mean to yourself. We are playing this with the intention of having a chill stream. It does not matter if we're doing well or not. I'm just playing the game to have a good time with you, and I'd really appreciate it if you would stop finding every excuse to call yourself names and insult your skill. And treat yourself like shit, because you don't deserve that. Haven't played in a while, and that's fine, and we don't get this dungeon very often, and that's fine. About to do the big, yep. I was not in that.
Oh, God. No.
Okay. Heal yourself. Start to do the bullshit again.
Fuck!
Alright. You got hit by one. You're still alive.
When was the last time I actually played?
I don't know. I also don't really think it matters.
I just pulled aggro. What the fuck is wrong with me?
You assumed I was going forward because I was, but also I had tabbed out for a second to get the right window in focus again. That was on me. Oh, right. I forgot.
I
how much
fucking
you
hate
the
these-
fucking...
The mushroom frog things. I hate them.
Forgot about that.
They're so fucking gross. I don't know what it is specifically about them that I hate so friggin' much, but like, ugh. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Why are you almost dead?
Not using my mitt. Also, Living Dead is up again.
Oh,
so
I'm not putting shields on you because I wasn't focused on you, and I accidentally keep refocusing to. Yeah.
It's alright. We got this. Alright, remember this boss, you have to stand between it and the
Yeah.
spitting at it.
Oh, the sprouts did not catch on.
One of them did, the other didn't.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Or not. One of them looked like they'd caught on and then didn't do it. Right, remember to kill the root.
Mm-hmm.
this time we got it. Alright, cool. We got this. I will be honest, I just kind of ignored the roots at that point. Alright. See? You're getting back in the swing of things.
Yeah, I needed to get the rust knocked off.
That's fine. Hey, Nick.
Hi, Nix! I just get really frustrated when I get back, when it's like...
I mean, I got the last dungeon of Dawn Trail in my expert queue earlier, and I was healing, and I kept getting one shot by the boss, and I eventually realized why. It's after a certain point, the final boss arena edges become a nope ring that just insta kills you. Except it's not 100% clear when that happens, because the game doesn't actually tell you.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid talking about that, Nix. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, we had a short conversation about it earlier, and it did not leave us feeling great.
Yeah, no. Where?
Alright, I am going to sprint this one, love.
Okay.
Going to Living Dead. Stop healing me.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
It's all good.
It's a little
That's why I let
difficult.
you know.
It's a little difficult to not do healing on you
Living
when...
Dead. Yes, there we go. Alright, now I'm good.
Alright.
That came very close to not proccing and killing me instead. And that was largely my own fault. I used an ability that heals myself right after I used Living Dead, but before it actually procced.
Oopsie doopsie. Yeah, there's only two. Why am I using AoE? This is a single target.
No, there's three.
What?
There's also a Don Fast Squat. It's just so tiny you can barely see it under under the two naiads. Also,
no thank you.
Also, as a healer, your AoE is gain on 2.
Oh my god, what is going on with this one?
See, I'm just looking at the monk repeatedly stepping into the AoEs and almost committing suicide.
Okay, that's why their health is so damn low. Wait, is it time for...
It's time for David Bowie!
It's time for David Bowie!
Did you know that if you type /sus, your character will do a triple backflip? Uh-huh. Hey, did you know that Gullible is written on the ceiling right above you in your room right now, Lux?
Did you know that I actually typed it?
I love you.
I love you, but I just wanted to see if it did anything. It's not even like, hi, I'm gullible, but like, you know.
And obviously it does not do the thing you're saying that it does, but I want to find out
what it does anyway. Even if what it does is nothing. Yeah. Alright. blade. This is the bleeding
This
portion.
is... Oh.
Gaze!
Look away.
And the monk did
Toad
not...
Choir, don't get toaded.
Fuck.
I am the only human. I am the only one who did not get toaded. Come here, my love. I'll give you a true love's kiss. Oh, you're fine. Oh no! Please do not play golf. Please do not play golf when we're going through this.
Fuck!
2 sprouts.
I have never fallen off that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
Yeah, no, it doesn't kill you if you fall off that. It just teleports you back to the start. It'd be really cruel if it killed you. Because it's intentionally a little bit... It's intentionally kind of difficult and a little bit bullshit. Do we want to hold off on our DPS for a little bit at the end to see if they get to see the... to see if the Sprouts get to see the secret phase that isn't secret, but... Oh, get out of the front. Over here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just mostly focus on... Oh no!
They reused this model so many times. Because this was also the model for the first Light Warden, and it also gets reused in Dawn Trail.
Is it the same model, or is it this...
It's the same, same rigging and same bottom half.
As what's it called? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Gaze? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the gays have to make sure we look away. Oh. Yeah, you're going. It's soon a phase.
Oh god, right?
Imp Choir, look away.
Alright.
Toad Choir, don't get toaded.
Fuck me with a rake. I'm holding off on DPSing right now.
I think we're still out DPSing. Oh, nope. The DPS do not. The DPS don't care. Oh well.
I figured, you know. What the fuck did I
I'm gonna
just
calm the machinist because the monk kept standing in everything and... Oh dear.
Yeah. I'm not
You
going...
can tell they're Sprouts because they're talking in Say chat.
Wait, hang on.
Keyboard Rex from the Happy Couple. Personally, I like MX Brown and adjacent switches. I like my DOS keyboard.
Keyboard Rex.
Very...
Oh dear. I actually...
Jules does not have a mechanical keyboard at the moment. I want to get her an IBM Model M.
Yeah, I was about to say...
Model M's look to have got... Model M's used to be very cheap, but it looks like they've gone up in price due to the nostalgia factor.
which is wild because of, don't you need an adapter and such to do?
Yeah, depending on
Yeah. And that's like, I kind of get that. Like, I'm trying to track. I'm I'm really upset about the typewriter because the cartridge is there's no, it didn't come with one of the cassettes, and their apparent that it needs is apparently not made by Brother anymore, and it's hard to find.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Watching 2 minutes behind the whole time.
Ooh. Want to replace your Razer Omada? I would not. Yeah, I would not. I would not get a Razer. They have very iffy quality control. From what I've heard, it's gotten better-ish, but I still don't trust them. I've also been hearing iffy things about. I think Corsair keyboards have been having issues. That may have been a while ago as well. Logitech are just kind of overpriced. They're not awful, but they're just too much for what you get. Anything with LEDs on it, just remember that you're paying more for the LEDs. I really like my DOS keyboard. You can build your own as well. It's a very doable thing. It generally winds up being a lot cheaper if you do that. It's just soldering work.
God, Dawn Trail's so fucking pretty.
It really is. Delaney, did you seriously actually write Gullible on a piece of paper and stick it in between the tiles of your ceiling and take a picture just to send and ping me with?
Wait.
She posted it in your server.
I'm just... Oh, dear.
That is such high effort.
Delaney, darling. It's indeed high effort, but, she is Kurt. It's...
Oh yeah, Delaney, we are still in the Blastercast thing. If you wanted to pop over and ask the terrible question. I don't know what your terrible question is, but I'm curious.
Hello. Yes, we are doing the alpaca things.
Yes. How's wrangling the fluffy
Uh,
mountain beast?
Angered. I have angered Mobile whack. Okay.
Hello, I just was asking permission to be polite.
Fair enough.
Okay, so, Jules,
Uh-huh.
you've met the 3 fuckboys so far. What is your impressions?
Of the
oh,
claimants?
of the other
She
claimants?
She hasn't really interacted with Koana much.
I was say I haven't interacted with Koana much. But Cool Jaja is kind of fun in that, like, over the top bullshit, villain way, and I just no.
You do not like Zaraja.
Zoraja just has no.
He's lame.
He's big and he's scary and he's the strongest.
And that's not even.
He's like Megatron if he sucked. Anyways, as Bakul Jaja's #1 baby girl, I just wanted to get your opinion. Bye.
Sure.
Bakul Jaja's #1 baby girl. Oh
Fun
my
thing
god.
is that she definitely isn't.
She's not, but people do simp for her.
Good luck there, promise.
Yeah, Bakul Jaja's #1 baby girl was the person on Twitter with the username Bakul Jaja's baby girl.
Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural
Have
is
an
their home
alpaca
too.
in orbit.
Right. I'm off.
Have a good one, Threat.
Good night, Threat.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
If you don't like Wukama, try again.
I'm staying here.
As will I. Wooklamart is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
There's a difference between baby girl and poor little Meow Meow.
It may be a while yet. Have we pitched
Oh yeah, no. That's not the way that Delaney was using the word baby girl. Bro was half hoping the nickname for BJJ was Blowjob Bros.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
What's a gleaner?
Yeah, when Bakul Jaja gets a blowjob, which one of the heads feels
Someone
it?
whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville
If one of
specializes
them
in
gives a
finding animals
blowjob, does. If one of them gives a blowjob, if they have the flexibility to give themselves a
But
blowjob,
aren't you a Shaitana from Jacques Tural?
do you think they take
Why
turns?
did you cross the salt?
I'm in a cutscene.
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt.
They each have their own dick. I mean, they are a lizard, and lizards already have
Something I
2
could never
dicks.
find,
So, like,
she said.
if they each
long
have
as
a
I clung
dick,
to
do
the
they
familiar.
each feel a different dick, or do they each
suggested
feel
that I
both
leave home.
dicks?
Leave Tural and join the Gleaners of Charlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs.
See, I'm here asking the
many
important
faces of nature.
questions.
And once I had learned what is truly important,
Indeed.
I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking, and I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City. Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Oh dear. We have begun the
Just so.
BJ discourse.
I was in the middle of a cutscene and I was trying to focus on the cutscene, but
I'm so sorry.
oh dear.
I will be quiet.
No, you're good.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her?
Ironville is
We need to
pretty.
tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Wait. Do you hear that?
I did it.
You're utterly spent, and small wonder.
Well
love her
done,
so
Third
much.
Promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
God fucking damn it.
What?
I've been over here, orbiting you. The spot that I am circling is where you were, and the game has the audacity to teleport you 5 fucking foams away. Sorry, 10 fucking foams away.
Yeah, I think that's a little more than 5. I'm a little bit shy of 5 foams, darling.
There we go.
Yeah, what is it? Like, what was it? 411?
Yes.
They're Nikki sized.
Yep. I am in orbit around the cat girl. I've been doing this for the entire time you were in
Cutscene.
by the way.
I figured. How many botched animal handling rolls was that? So many.
Lamatier.
Oh no. Alphino with the friggin' fire where it would. He didn't speak too much.
Oh, real quick, love.
Huh?
I've got most of what I need. How much gil do you have on you right now?
600,000?
I would like to borrow some gil, and I will be right back, if that's
How
okay.
much?
That's more than wait. That's. Oh, that's my gil. 250,000, please. you, my darling.
No problem.
And I will be right back.
Okay. Well, poor shy Bun Bun.
The person here, the person in the fucking Aetheryte Plaza today is someone named Reen Waters, and she is a bard dressed up as a slightly grown-up Reen. It's very cute.
Aww.
He's such a fussy little Bun Bun, though.
Like, I do kind of love that this has, like, just the fact that this has its own very unique feel to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of it's kind of rocky and there's cactuses, but it's still it doesn't just feel like more of Thanalan.
Alamigo or Thanalan. And even Alamigo and Thanalan feel like different places.
Exactly. I mean, it's vaguely reminiscent of some of the areas on the first, particularly at the top of that big ass elevator. Slightly, but not entirely. It might just be kind of rugged terrain, and then the big ass mountain in the background.
How badly would our work-life balance tank if we were bought a Monster Hunter game? Not particularly badly at all.
I've never tried it.
I don't know how you would feel about it.
That's the other thing is, I gotta be honest with you, I kind of didn't do a lot of video gaming growing up. And then there was a good period of time where I kind of just didn't play video games at all.
Yeah.
And it's only been the last 2 years or so that you've kind of got me back into it.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason that I wanted to, I just could never find the motivation or people to play with, and playing by myself sucked. And it was an extremely isolating experience.
Yeah.
There were a lot of nights where there was a good period of time where I was just drinking too much and playing video games into ungodly hours of the day. And oh dear. It just kind of was conflated with the feelings of isolation and all of that, so it just sort of, I wasn't having fun.
I do really like the Monster Hunter games. I want to track down a copy of the first game because I've got my PS2. I think I still have my old save data, but I'm probably gonna delete that and start again. The first game I've played the first game and I've played World, and they feel completely different.
She's so friggin' adorable. Oh my god.
Who, Kryle or Lemati?
Lemati.
I might go down and get some ice cream.
Okay.
I should also do the next Ruvember prompt. I think it's the last day of Allied Society prompts. I need to have it ready to post by tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Endwalker. Oh, and then favorite gear sets: weapon, head, body, hands, legs, feet, and accessory. Weapon's gonna be easy.
Mm-hmm.
And so are accessories, actually. She's got one accessory she's been wearing for a very long time.
Yeah. How's turnout been for the Nerf Brigade? Pretty decent. Pretty steady.
Got an event coming up in a couple of days.
Yeah. I would like to eventually try to get some better turnout, but
we're doing pretty good for
we're
ourselves.
We're doing
right
pretty
now.
good for ourselves right now.
Like, honestly, what we're getting is like a consistent 6 to 8 people.
And that's a lot of the time
really
that's usually enough to have a good time.
Yeah. And honestly, having a consistent turnout is a really good way to get a bigger turnout because we have a core group that are always going to be there. And that means that as we get more people, as more people come in, people are actually going to see that there is a core group and want to stay.
And that we're not insular and we're not assholes to each other.
Yep. 21 Nerf Street.
Yeah, we're throwing shade.
I'm always gonna throw shade on those fuckers.
Yeah. Rude asses and incapable of keeping an event schedule.
I have not seen them get an event actually going for a while.
I think they got one in like the summer. I saw.
Did they?
At least they put it on Facebook. But they also they don't ever post event pictures. So I should probably post some more of our event pictures to the Facebook. It's been a minute since I actually posted stuff there.
me go get ice cream. I shall be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
Minutes. Minutes. Minutia. Minuten. Oh.
What's wrong, darling?
There's a small tear around the zipper in my Vermont hoodie.
Oh.
I'm a little sad and grumpy.
Would be so funny if all the clones were telepathic but just didn't tell anyone. Like, that would be... Did I cut it? No. I actually haven't. It's actually been a while since I had a haircut. I just have it back in a ponytail. Although, I, was kind of hoping to get a haircut again soon. I want to get it kind of taken back to about shoulder length and redo the side shave work that was in there already. I have a friend who is currently going to school for she's going to beauty school, and it's kind of one of those situations where I'm just going to go to her to support her. Yeah, my ponytail does tend to be very floofy. It's because I really just have a shitload of like, hang on. You could shift off of, like, yeah, it is a really chill song, but like, yeah, I just have like a metric fuck ton of volume. Like, you wouldn't actually notice unless I had it pulled back, but like, there's a whole section here that is, hang on, let me get the jellyfish. I have a jellyfish cut. I have a side shave. Yeah, I got, and like, if you look, like, it's a little overgrown right now, but like back here, it's much shorter. There's like a big huge chunk where it's just a little, like, it's supposed to be.
Are you going over how you have like three
Yeah,
different trans girl haircuts?
Side shaved. But like, with all of the volume that I have, like, my hair's just super floofy.
Mm-hmm. You do have floofy hair. When my hair is short enough, it floofs, as you've seen.
Yeah, I've gotten that a lot. I've just always had this volume. It's I get my hair color from my mother's side of the family. God, she's Thank you, Nix.
Yeah, you are pretty. As opposed to like, my hair is very full, but it does not have much volume.
No, you have you you I don't know. It's like you have some texture to it, but not a lot.
Sigrid and I have very similar hair textures, which was not intentional. I mean, you remember when she had the one wavy trail down the side of her head?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty life.
You're pretty. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you so
I just want
much.
to check. I know you made your camera the focus for showing off your hair, but I wanted to check if you still wanted your camera as your focus.
Thank you.
Hey, Billy.
This was not her intention. Listen, it's really funny because when I first started growing my hair out, my mother was fucking livid. At first because I was growing out my hair, and she hated it, and then after a while she was mad because I have better hair than her.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, hi, Billy.
Hello.
Did you not hear me say hi, Billy, twice? Because he joined and then dropped and then joined again?
I didn't notice the nuance. I didn't hear him come in and I wasn't...
Hi, cutie.
She was wrapped up in a story. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm teasing.
It got me in, but it didn't, like, actually properly connect, so I had to drop it and rejoin.
Yeah.
I fucking hate when Discord does that.
It's really fucking funny because I came home one day from work. I was working the warehouse job, so I looked like fucking hot garbage because I'd been running around at a fucking badly air conditioned warehouse. So I was sweaty and fucking like my hair looked like a fucking mess, and I was really just wanted to jump in the shower and get done, and like. I'm about to go upstairs and she looks at me and she grabs my fucking wrist and looks at me and she says, and she's like, she kind of makes a face and she goes, "Fuck you, your hair's better than mine."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, okay, that's fucking weird, but thanks. I'm kind of coming to the realization over the last few months that there's just no chance of a normal relationship with her.
She's not good. Not to bring up the election, but she tried to use the election results and our distress at them as a way to convince us to drop everything and move to Indiana so she would have control over us.
What the fuck even is the logic there?
I don't know.
She just started to go, "Oh, well, you'll always have a place here. I have cameras and a fence," and it's like, no thanks.
You also would be absolutely I've also told you multiple times that you should get a fucking shotgun because you've already had people fucking harass you because you had a fucking pride flag, a one of those little garden flag sized ones. In her garden, she's gotten harassed over that by people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like hell am I going there.
Yeah, no, bye.
Mm-hmm. I've been out there. I don't really care for it out there.
Nope.
I did consider moving out there for a little while. It was never a good idea.
The only person in Indiana you respect is a Yu-Gi-Oh judge. Same!
Yeah? Oh, hey! Are we talking about the reason I almost moved to Indiana?
Where the hell is Miss Pancake anyway?
Good question.
Are we both
prodding
messaging
her?
her?
I am not messaging her because I figured you were already going to message her. Because I know you very well.
Yeah. It's just Tennessee, but flatter with worse Mexican food. Apparently the bread is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, horrendous bread.
The bread is all just soft and weird and empty. It's just not good. Nobody out there knows what a fucking hard roll is. You like once you get much further west than like some of the eastern parts of Ohio, nobody understands what a hard roll is, and they'll think you mean a stale. They'll think you mean stale bread.
Like, it's just weird. Like,
a hard roll, like a fucking Kaiser roll.
Yeah, like, or like sourdough.
I am assuming that they know what sourdough is, but you may need to go to like a fucking artisan bread shop for it or something like that.
Yeah, like a nice crusty bread is, you know, the kind, like the kind that the ones that you make, love, are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that we can also just run to the fucking grocery store and get a sourdough bowl that's half decent.
Uh-huh. You can't do that in Indiana.
Like, we've got 2 sourdough bowls that are actually sitting downstairs. They came out really well.
Don't we have a third one in the freezer?
Yeah. It's probably freezer burnt at this point, and also it wasn't very good. It was a whole wheat sourdough bowl. No, whole wheat ones didn't come out very well.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's N7 day. Anybody want to boot up Mass Effect multiplayer?
I don't have Mass Effect.
Girl.
Yeah, this is gonna be. We're kind of looping back to the Juliet being the black hole of video games and regularly streams them on a weekly basis.
The Bucks County Library had the Mass Effect collection of all 3 games at one point, so I was playing them on PS3 that way for a bit, and I just kind of I was kind of sitting there like, yeah, this is fine. I'm not really super into it, but it's fine.
It's a better game when it's like yours and on a long-term basis.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
The multiplayer for 3 is pretty dang good.
I mean, speaking of which, that's why I logged on.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Delaney.
I wanted to ask quickly.
Are you okay?
Do you need Xbox Live to play it?
Not the Steam copy.
Delaney, are you okay?
Hello? What?
You're making like really like phlegmy, throaty noises.
Oh, allergies going off. I feel fine.
Yeah, no. I was thinking about the possibility of just starting over on my multiplayer save with a Steam copy, and so here's a thought, ladies and germs. It's on us stupidly low discount right now. I could go grab a Steam card and get a copy for each of us.
I gotta be honest. Even if you did even if you did that right now, it would take some time for us to download it, and also like, I don't think we really want to. The multiplayer is like it's like a team semi-competitive multiplayer kind of thing, and I don't think that's really what we want to do tonight.
Alright, yeah, Horde mode is a bit intense sometimes.
She tried to experimentally verify her BJJ theories. That's why she sounds phlegmy.
Oh my fucking god.
Nick's just... Oh my god.
What?
I don't know what that
Buckle Shaja theories. We were talking about blowjob buckle Shaja blowjobs or BJJ BJs.
Oh my god.
Ayo.
Baloo Joe Cobb. Do you know if you can use the remastered version play on the multiplayer, or is it
Legendary
just?
Edition does not have multiplayer.
Yeah, I'm so upset that they didn't have that.
Yeah.
Fuck, how much of a discount are we talking here? Let me check.
Let me. Well, I've got it open on Steam. Which are we looking at?
Yeah, I am gonna ask. You two are welcome to. You two are welcome to play and talk about it, but
yeah,
it's
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to general while we're like doing this.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you guys.
Yep.
Well, I'm just kind of sitting here, and I was trying to actually say this for a while now. I haven't I'm kind of just I know like I'm not really following any. I am not consistently playing this game on stream. I am not giving my opinions as I'm playing through on stream. But right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Wicklamat did the trial the way she was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Her brother did not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck that he brought back some rare llama by force.
Yep. Technically,
she proved that she was she proved that she's fit to fill the shoes of her father.
That's gonna be a running theme. The way everyone goes about trying to do the trials.
And that's the thing is her father, Galul Jaja. Everything that I have heard about, and everything I've heard and seen and experienced from him is that he's a big guy. He's obviously a big guy, but like he's also a uniter. He's interested in bringing people together.
Yeah.
And working together for a better future. And I know that we are following in Glamat for a reason. And that's probably because from a storytelling perspective, she is the one that is the most like her father.
Yeah.
And I do know I mean, even from my little bit of experience with Koana, he's very different. And it, like, yes, absolutely. I think he's got some excellent ideas, and he would work wonderfully with what, in terms of bringing modernization to Lialal. But I think he'd be better off working with Lamati.
That is a very interesting thought, and I am interested to see how your thoughts on the claimants evolve over the course of the expansion, because you're saying a lot of you're making a lot of really good points and saying a lot of really interesting things about them. And as someone who has completed the expansion,
And
I really kind of want to see how you react as things happen.
And it's like Zoralja doesn't understand any of this. He just thinks that he needs to be the mightiest and he should have, and it just... I love hearing about Ziv's lore. It feels like finding out there's a Homestuck Warhammer-style fandom community, but made out of nerds who are physically able to admit they need/want a hug. This is probably just where Bob.
Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, especially this part. Well, especially when you hit Dawn Trail, it's really good. I think you're really gonna like.
It's also just it feels like we're going back. We're it's no.
There's a bit
It feels
later.
so much less.
Yeah.
Terrible. Like, oh crap, we're trying to stop the end of the world again. What's this, the third, fourth time?
God, there is a bit later. This is some minor spoilers. There is a bit later where some stuff happens with some bandits, and the two people around are Wuklamat and Kona. And Kona's immediate reaction is, "Oh, I am going to go send for a contingent of Landsguard to come out and quell the bandits." And Lamatier looks at this and goes, "No, you're fucking not. The bandits are also citizens of Tural and also deserve our respect, and we need to figure out why they've turned to banditry and what's going on here."
Yeah, that's... Oh dear, it's
It's like Kona's not necessarily. He's not being. I wouldn't say that he's being like cruel or anything. He's just. He is considering it through the lens of these people have done something wrong. They are a problem. They must be taken care of. And then Wuklamat is looking at it and going, "These are our people. They need to be helped."
Yeah. That stupid shiny golden motherfucker in the background. it's kind. Yeah, It's just we kind of work our way through so many dang, like, the stakes have never been higher, and the stakes just keep getting higher and higher and higher and higher until we're literally fighting to protect reality itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like in
And this
Endwalker,
one-
and in this, it's just like,
Let's sit off to the side and see how everyone else is doing.
yeah, yeah. It finally feels like we just finally have a chance to take a breath. Yes, there's things that have some urgency, but we're just adventurers again.
Mm-hmm.
And we're wandering and we're helping people. Which is like, just from our character growth and our story, it's probably such a relief to both of us that we're just kind of getting back to that. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm. There are some bits later where it's like, oh, this is happening. These people are causing problems. I could resolve it in about 30 seconds. Instead, I am going to stand here and look menacing. And let Lamati figure it out for herself.
Oh?
Hello.
The earring. 20 years ago.
My rhinorrhea is killing me.
What?
Your what?
She joined, said my rhinorrhea is killing me, and then left. Rhinorrhea is a runny nose.
Yeah, that's...
She has already left.
Oh dear. She has already left. I'm going to be honest. I'm just glad that she's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just...
You knew what the word meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
my trickery has failed me yet again. Did you know the word Raj, I mean hemorrhage, just means flowing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want my coffee so dark that I have to sign a waiver that I am not Anish Kapoor or drinking it on his behalf.
Negro café.
Black as my soul hands me a glass of milk.
Beauty. The bungus is sleeping so comfortably.
Yeah. You want to get a picture
The bungus,
of
the boys. Sure. I shall go get a bungus picture. He looked up when I approached, but holding on to Sasha's tail.
Code Dractius? Hello. Hello, Code, hey Nix. Okay. Do I know Code? Have we met before, Code? Yeah, on Z server. Okay. I was gonna say, because I've heard, I was gonna say, Code sounded like a familiar name. You've jumped in, you've been in, yeah. You watch a lot of Zaya's streams. Well, we're kind of just casually chilling around here and playing some Final Fantasy. You know, you're welcome to just kind of chill. I got an eye on chat and I answer questions and stuff. We're getting the plot thickening for the earring now. I can hear her baby talking to the cat. Probably will chill for a bit. Been gaming with friends all day. Yeah, we're just kinda... We're here. And... sometimes that's just good enough. Lamott's friggin' adorable. I remember to attune to the Aetherite. I did.
Yes. Alright, I have snuggled the bungus.
Did you get pictures of the bungus?
I sent pictures to the pets channel.
Good.
He was snuggling Sasha's tail. Shall we do another queue?
Will be. Yeah.
Okay, main scenario queue sound good?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Don't get much lower stakes than than cutscene.
Oh shit!
What's wrong?
My gear.
You'll be. It's MSQQ.
Okay.
You had one piece that hit 10%, and it only really gets worse when you die. It's Praetorium. We're fine.
I mean, it's cutscene queue, so it's literally.
The most trouble we might have would be Castrum Meridianum, but like honestly.
Yeah, so here we are. We're a YouTube video where we do the dungeon that normally you
You
queue
watch
up
a YouTube
to
video,
video
to get
during.
through. Because it's so goddamn boring. I am gonna tab out and find something to do. I've really been hoping to do Meridianum or...
Love, we could do like absolute goofy piss take reads of the dialogue.
God, we only have 2 people here though. We don't have enough people to do that. It's just gonna devolve into us doing the same jokes. Alright, time for the only fun pull. For whom do we fight?
For whom do you fight? He
How
has
there
a
will we gwib?
he has a wife, you know.
He has a wife, you know. And do you know what her name is?
I know a great man in Guatemala by the name of Biggest.
Biggest. Biggest. Biggest Van Dickus? No, Biggest Van Dixar.
Biggest non-dickus. No.
Biggest non-dickus, is that what we call Livia?
Biggest Von Dickus.
Biggest non-dickus.
There's... Oh dear. So how are we doing? Because this is the part of the stream that's incredibly boring because it's Praetorium.
You know what else it is?
Right.
8 p.m.
Oh crap. Well, we're in cutscene queue.
Yeah, you've got like what, 20 minutes before the fight starts?
Return in the next 30 minutes before the cutscene ends.
I am still laughing about when I ran down during an MSQQ to get food right before the Nero fight. We hit the fucking the door that you have to explode open, and I went, okay, this is the bit where there's two cutscenes where we walk down a hall and then there's a second cutscene. I have time to go down and get myself some ice cream. I'm gonna be right back. And I run down, and I get myself some ice cream, and I come back up, and the entire party is standing there, and the second cutscene hasn't been triggered yet. And I look at Jules, and I'm like, love, I told you to keep going. Like, there's another cutscene right after this where Nero shows up. I had intended to just use that time to get myself a snack. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure there's more stuff down here. No, there's not. I will prove it to you. We walk, down the hallway, takes us 30 seconds, and then the next cutscene starts playing. And I look at her, because at that point we were dating, and our computers were right next to each other. I just looked over at her. Hi.
I love you.
I love you too. You love how the Monty Python crew told the extras that they'd forfeit pay if they broke and pulled the ones that did off screen to reassure them that they would, in fact, still get paid. Yeah. It did make that...
all the better.
It did make that scene so much more funny. Had a typo getting back here when you switched from mobile to desktop, which leads to the interesting question.
What is the interesting question?
I'm curious what the interest... For Thanksgiving, how would the name Baster? Which
oh
game?
My god.
Oh my god, that'd be really funny, actually. We would need to find a Thanksgiving game. Is there an Alice's Restaurant video game?
Uh-huh.
So you can get anything you want, except for Alice. Just never mind the fact that Arlo Guthrie fucking sucks, and that nobody good is named Arlo.
There is nobody good named Arlo.
I have a cousin, Arlo.
Yeah.
Nobody good is named Arlo. He's not like a monster or anything. He's just not particularly nice and revels in being a dick to people. So like,
There was that Muppet.
Right, there is that Muppet named Arlo. I don't count fictional characters. I'm talking like actual people named Arlo.
be fair, calling anyone named Arlo a Muppet is very fitting.
Yeah. Lux just joined and said, to be fair, anyone who... a Muppet named Arlo is very fitting. And Lux is correct. Who really puts the Dutch in Pennsylvania Dutch? Oh, so... Pennsylvania Dutch is actually meant to be Pennsylvania Deutsch. It's Pennsylvania German. And there was a... You know, it's an anglicization of the word Deutsch. Because Americans kind of suck. They take their clogs and go home. Yeah, no, the Pennsylvania Dutch are not Dutch, even remotely. Calling anyone named... Oh, you said calling anyone named Arlo a Muppet is very thing. I mean, yeah. Also fair. Why the sudden obsession with the Pennsylvania Dutch? Alright, I'm going to take advantage of the dual cutscenes and go and actually warm myself up some food, because I haven't really eaten it.
Yeah.
And there is second cutscene at the end of this hall.
The Pennsylvania Dutch. Be really funny if we just stood still and made her wait. Yeah, that would be kind of funny. You were leaving a fine mess in your wake, adventurer. Garland, old friend, how it warms the heart to feel your voice again after all these years. Nero, is that you? You sound well. You would see this savage land agrees with you. The highest ranking tribunus of the 15th Was you all this time? Tell me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? What? You've lost me. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the academy, I have been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measure, I was the more talented of the two of us. Yet that fact counted for naught beside your privileged birth. You... Also totally forgot to swap the live instead of shout chat. My daddy never loved me and I'm making it your problem. Don't worry, I'll be back later in this game, and I'll be serving cunt. Nero really is just the ossified bastard from Garlemald. Send you a hug. There you go. It's hammer time, bitches! Every line of Nero after ARR is my daddy never loved it and I'm making it your problem. Yeah. Look at my hammer. Somebody will notice me. Yes. Oh shit. I gotta go grab her because we get.
In the time it took to watch those two cutscenes,
He wants daddy to punish.
I got my entire I got myself a bowl of stew, washed a spoon, cut and buttered 2 pieces of fresh sourdough bread. Stack.
Yep.
didn't have any mitt for that one. I actually ran out of mitt. Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn.
Oh, Code, not that kind of daddy.
I... God fucking damn it, Lux.
Yeah.
You can tell we have sprouts because Nero is still alive.
Yep.
Nice big bowl of stew. Fresh bread is good, Code.
It is. Like,
To the lift! Let's see if I
It's-
can finish this bowl of stew by the time we fight gay-ass Van Balzac. Look, I'm not gonna hurry up or anything. I'm just curious.
yeah.
Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the ultimate weapon.
Well, technically it's like day-old bread now, but... it's still delightful.
Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
Clank.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Well, I don't know. Mostly just fucking your mom.
Doing your mom, doing your mom, doing your mom, doing your mom.
I believe in fucking your mom.
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit. And its faith is an instrument of deception.
Yeah. You know what? Don't lie. Your mama's ass.
What a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing.
Hey, PJ. Hello.
In Eorzea,
Hi.
the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead.
We're doing cutscene queue.
Only
That's nice.
We're in the Praetorium, kicking Gaius's ass.
And
How's
fucking
things
his mom.
Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand
Hey,
they were your protectors.
it's been 2 days.
If you truly believe them your guardians,
Yeah.
That is part of why we're in cutscene queue and not playing Halo tonight.
call them down.
Oh, it's more than that on my end.
They will.
You mentioned some of it.
So long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them
How has
on
that been
ether.
going?
Your gods are no different from
I'll
those of
type
the
in the
beasts.
chat.
Icons, everyone. Except for
Understandable.
this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your It prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Swan, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world.
That's
To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich
fucked
through
up.
conquest.
It's fucked up, honey.
And when the dust of battle settles,
What we expected.
it is ever the strong
Really
who
fucking
dictate.
Oh, what's with the Vader voice guy? Oh, he's like supposed to be he was the big bad of the first, like, part of the game.
Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler.
the one I keep calling gay-ass Van Balsack.
Oh yeah, it's mixed. It's not worst case scenario, but it's still.
It could be a whole fucking lot better.
It could also be a whole lot worse.
You're right. But
It is what it is.
if there's... Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bring it down.
It's okay. It's kind of been... Yeah.
I remain optimistic and hopeful.
That's the best thing we can do right now.
Yeah.
Can I just say one quick thing before we move on?
Yeah, absolutely.
I deal with the idiots that surround the thing with a certain RFK Jr. and Musk.
Yep.
I do feel that the policies will be so shitty and just blatantly bleh that there would be a blue midterm.
I am
That's
really
all I'll say.
hoping. I'm really hoping that happens.
That's all I'll
Yeah.
say.
I'm
want to have this
gonna be honest. I
Yeah.
don't know if we wanna... I mean, yeah.
We're just
but-
tired.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just trying to... I've been getting positive vibes and belief in humanity right now.
Understandable.
So, we are moving on to... Hey, Slipstream was in Transformers 1. Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did Slipstream first come out in Transformers? Because I know they had the female Autobots.
Slipstream is actually... Her first appearance is in animated.
So, what part of me do you represent?
Don't ask.
I am just this fucking bard refusing to do anything about the fucking stacks and repeatedly almost dying.
I hate how I found Slipstream fan art, but it's AI art. Why would you?
Ew.
No, why would you make AI art fan art?
Because it means not having to pay people.
Or do anything. Did you know that I'm in Transformers 1?
No, you're not, liar. Cap.
I am.
Cap.
You can't prove I'm not.
We can. We watched it.
Really?
Although this does.
You know who background Bot 57 was? What was her name?
Oh my God. Delaney.
That was me.
Hey Delaney. Hey
Nope.
Delaney. I'm just gonna make one point. Bertram's teapot. You have to prove that you were.
No, you have to prove I wasn't.
This does raise an interesting question. I think.
Oh my God.
This fucking Bard.
I think this does raise an interesting question.
Should I even bother resing the Bard?
No. It's...
Don't
LB?
Get them up if it's like not a big deal. They're
It's the Gaius is about to die to the LB.
Alright, well, get them up. Let them be like a baby.
No. They are going to get themselves up after the cutscene. Because you just teleport to the fucking end at that point. I'm calming the Dragoon because I'm not calming the Bard.
He's a poor baby.
No.
No.
Anyways, I took 35th in the Iacon Cup.
Delaney. I'm gonna fucking throw you out a window.
You know who else got thrown out a window?
My mom.
Let's see, I was gonna say Sentinel Prime.
Shatterglass movie when?
Yes.
Yeah.
When are we gonna get that?
You know, the thing is like, Shattered Glass still, like, it's like, I like the Shattered Glass universe. I feel like at this point, it's enough of a deep cut that a movie won't get traction.
Also, to be honest, Transformers movies don't have a good reputation, so they don't tend to do very well. And that one's already.
Transformers 1 was really good.
Yeah, but it didn't do well financially.
What? That sounds like nonsense.
Didn't it fail to make its budget back?
Nope.
Alright, maybe I misremember that, because I thought that it failed to get its budget back. But
That's the one that just came out, dear.
Yeah, I know.
Is this another one of those things where you're...
Transformers 1 has surpassed Joker Foil Ado at the 2004 domestic box office.
Okay, that's not hard.
Grossed 58.7 million in the U.S. and Canada and 69.2 million in other territories for a worldwide gross of 127.9 million. Was projected to gross 30 to 40 million. So it made 4 times as much money as it was expected to.
So did better than projected. That's good. It's
Wait,
a good movie.
How much did it make again?
$127.9 million.
Okay,
I
so
will
it's
say
like
this.
So depending on how bad the advertising budget was, it probably made at least wholesale.
It made 3 times its expected gross. It made 3 times what they expected it to.
Which probably would have been the expectation would probably have been to make a profit
Yeah.
to begin with.
Admittedly, you say this, but I
Okay,
Delaney,
Delaney.
I'm literally telling you why it did well, and you're going, but did it actually? I'm quoting you figures that prove that objectively it did well.
A company is not going to is not going to give projected numbers on what they expect to make on something. If those projected numbers do not just break even, but turn a profit, why are they going?
Why would they make it? Yeah.
Concord.
That's the fucking Concord.
No, she's talking about the game Concord, which had projected numbers that were way above what it actually got. That's the opposite of the point I'm making, Delaney. You're not listening to a word that I'm saying and then saying other words and acting like they're gotchas when they are completely counter to the point that I'm making.
Mm-hmm. You're not making counter arguments. You're just kind of playing around with semantics.
No. Look,
the point I was just trying to make is that companies do not always act in very logical ways.
That's not what we're saying. That's not even remotely what I'm saying.
That has nothing to do with the fact that it did better than they expected.
It was projected to make $30 to $40 million. That is what they expect it to make. That is its expected amount to turn a profit. It actually made, by sales figures, 3 to 4 times as much as that. That objectively means that it turned a profit and did several times better than expected.
The reason I say it is because I'm looking.
Girls, drop it.
Yeah.
Can I just finish the thing I was gonna say?
No. Sorry. Just.
If you want to continue this argument, we can continue it in DMs another time.
Yeah, really. Like, this is supposed to be a chill stream, and I don't want to be in an argument about something as stupid about whether or not a movie turned a profit. I don't care if the movie turned a profit. It was a good fucking movie, and I enjoyed watching it with my wife, her brother, and his lovely girlfriend. It was a great evening, and I really hope that we get to have more nights where we get to go see movies together.
We will.
Okay.
Well,
I just had Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi was good.
Steve Buscemi was such a choice for Starscream, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
How do you do, fellow Decepticons?
God fucking damn it, you're right.
Shockwave was not as Shockwave as I expected him to be.
You wanted him to be scarier and worse?
I wanted him to be a bastard code. He's supposed. There's Satan and then there's Shockwave.
Can I just say, we saw the origin story of Megatron, which I have thoughts on the pacing of that, but overall it was good. But
yeah,
obviously we saw the seeds for the Satan transformation of Shockwave. He was really annoyed by Bumblebee, and clearly in every encounter they will have over the course of the Great War, because remember, the Great War was like millions of years. Over the course of their encounters over the Great War, truly, every time Shockwave comes back from meeting with Bumblebee on the field of battle, he's going to
be a slightly worse person.
He's gonna die a little inside.
Oh,
until
I'm sorry.
He becomes Shockwave.
Just to clarify, code. No, we just call each other. Zaya and I just call each other wife. We're not married yet.
Yep. Soon.
Soon.
I feel like Shockwave was kind of like generic straight man crybaby in that movie to a bit.
What?
That's not a good way of putting it. Okay, you know how
do I feel
Shockwave
like
did not have very much screen time.
yeah.
no, if I may, just you know how in every like kids movie there's the straight man who just is like mildly complaining about everything but doesn't do anything about it.
Shockwave did not have enough screen time to do that.
Yeah, no. He basically he had what, like a grand like 4 or 5 lines of dialogue?
Yeah, Delaney,
Right,
are we talking about the same movie?
Yeah, I'm just talking about the bits where he's in, where he's like complaining about Bumblebee talking the whole time.
It was only one time.
That's not that's
And that's also the entire cast's interactions with Bumblebee.
Bumblebee is fucking annoying in that movie, and
I
that's kind of the bit. He's a chatterbox, and he won't stop talking, and everybody's kind of like,
This is why Megatron pulled out his vocal circuits. This is the real reason.
Oh my god.
That actually deep lore cut. Goddamn.
I did think of something that I think would be an interesting thing to ponder on. Okay, so of us, who are we if we are in Transformers? Like, what Transformers canon Cybertronian is the best translation to us?
I
have
background
no idea.
Cybertronian that took 35th place in the Iacon Cup.
God. Literally
Damn it.
everyone in the Iacon Cup, I'm pretty sure, had an actual important name.
yeah. Except there's a weird thing about the Chromia that won the cup that somebody pointed at. No.
Blur was in it, but I don't think he won.
The Chromia that won the cup doesn't look like Chromia. It looks like Mirage with a femme face. And then there's a minor bot later. Yes, I think that is. There's some speculation that the original winner was supposed to be Mirage, and that they just changed the face out and in post. But they changed the face and the color of the model. Because it's weird because there's actually 2 Chromias in the movie. And there is a cogless miner that shows up in a couple of scenes that is very clearly based on Chromia. So, who's the Chromia that won the cup?
Iacon up. Transformers 1. Winner, the Icon 5000, and 1 film. The pair were taken by Chromia. Notes: Chromia's head bears a suspicious resemblance of that of Mirage, more so in fact than it does Chromia's. Given it seems all but certain it's going to be Mirage at last minute. Okay, so it was supposed to be Mirage that won it, but there was some last minute changes to the film, and that
because if
had to correct it.
Because the cogless miner looks much more like Chromia than Chromia does.
I learned something about Mirage today when I went on Mirage's page on the wiki. I never knew this about Mirage. Mirage is what humans called old money. Before the war, he was a member of an affluent Cybertronian society with his own large estate and high-priced friends. He enjoyed the finer things in life: vintage General John, swank evening events, and turbo fox hunts on the grounds. But when the war started, he was forced to choose sides and found himself banded with a group of commoners he didn't really understand. Mirage demands meet certain high standards from life and has little time for those who can't rise to his class.
Oh, fair enough. Those
Did they say Turbo Fox?
Yes. That is a canonically established Cybertronian species.
Mirage is a class trader? Good for him.
Good for him in the way he decided to be a class trader.
Hey, what happens when a Cybertronian accidentally has the same name as someone else?
I have no idea.
In one of the comic continuity, there's canonically 2 tank wars.
Cause like, think about it. They live as far. Do Cybertronians die of old age ever?
Good question.
Because they canonically live for fucking millions of years. Like I'm not sure if they can I'm not sure if they like age. I'm aware they can like decompose or /rot /wither depending on their situation.
But have found
Alpha Trion, he was powered down for God knows how long, and he booted right back up when they just booted him up.
A conservative estimate would put the average Transformer lifespan at 4 to 7 million years. However, the number may actually be much higher.
You also have to take into account that that's average, and Alpha Trion is exceptional because, especially in this, I was saying, this continuity is a prime.
Yeah, but just more my point originally, they live forever, and depending on their rate of reproduction, they might start running out of more common names really quick.
I mean, why do you think we have last names?
Also, the Cybertronians also have legacy names, because there's Butt Plug, and his father was a butt plug, and his
God fucking damn it! I come from a long line of butt plugs. How fucking dare you?
I'm sorry, I don't think it's funny. It was funny for a bit, and then it just ran way too long. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Actually, a reference to a short that somebody made.
No, I know. I just didn't like.
She's just saying she doesn't like the short. It's fine.
Yeah.
The real question is who's they plugging? Oh my god.
I bet it's Starscream.
Yeah, no, Starscream and Jetfire are a thing, and I really want eventually their romance to be properly depicted in media.
Oh my god.
So, like, we're talking, like, the same kind of, like, the kind of knockout breakdown dynamic?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You want one of them to hit on Optimus Prime?
Ooh, you're real heavy duty.
Yeah, that's... you gotta love Transformers Prime for literally going, yeah, we're gonna have him flirt with Optimus Prime.
Robosexuals.
Cybertronians can also fall in love with humans, I guess.
DTTF down.
Are we talking about the magical girl one, or are we talking?
No.
Nope, G1 continuity.
Okay.
There's a G1 episode. We are not talking about that thing that you brought up.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about the orangutan?
We don't talk about it. That is the orangutan of of the Transformers community. We do not talk about it.
All I will say is that that manga had artwork that we don't talk about it. No, no, no. We don't talk about it.
No, we don't talk about it. We do not fucking talk about it because just no.
God.
There was also a Cybertronian Sideburn. He is an Autobot from the Robots in Disguise continuity who had a romantic attraction to red sports cars.
Right! Right! He would be like, hey, baby, what's up? He'd fucking flirt with red sports cars. It was a bit. God, I always forget that I watched episodes of that.
Oh my God.
It was one of the people that it was one of the few, quote-unquote friends that I was, that my mother didn't, like, scare off, and that was because she tried to arrange that friendship, and it really never took.
Do you want to do Trials Q, my love?
I don't know what is going on, but I feel like an ignorance is bliss thing. Transformers has been going on for long enough, and there's multiple continuities, and there's at least one continuity that is fucking... It's uncomfortable.
You want to know what's uncomfortable? A certain country that the Decepticons partnered with for gas.
That as well. Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Wasn't it like Carbomistan?
It was Carbomia.
Right.
The people's... It wasn't just that, it was this whole...
They had a lengthy title of the People's Republic of Carbomia.
Socialist Democratic Federated Republic.
Yeah. That sounds like something from an 80s cartoon.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Have y'all seen my room yet? It's good.
Oh, do you finally have a room in the FC
Oh.
house?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, I will head over in a moment.
Do you have the stream on?
Yeah.
Where's the stream?
There should be a link somewhere in the server.
There's a link in the server.
I kind of am interested in seeing my room from your perspective.
No, Nix, it was very much a Middle Eastern
Oh, that's a really
He put the
bad
fucking
joke,
fountain
Nix.
back in!
That's a really bad joke, Nix.
Tram.
Yes.
Tanko.
Yes.
There is a
Your
giant
streams-
fountain in our front yard.
It's such a good fountain.
Oh God! Just. So.
That's actually not where I left it last time. Someone moved it.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
That is where it was when I was taking pictures, so it's been there for at least a few days.
Yeah, because I think you had to figure out. Fucking throne's still down here too. God damn it. Alright.
The throne is a fun running gag.
It is. Don't come a knocking.
Your stream's a bit behind, but I can see you're in there or something.
God
It's a
damn it! I
blood
put the
room.
throne back up.
Oh.
Wait, Nessa has a room. I haven't taken a look in there yet.
Tenko, I'm gonna kill you in your damn throne.
Alright. Report.
So, what do we think?
I am on my way.
Tico, is there something that we need to know?
Oh no, what did my brother do?
Ah, you found my other bed.
This is very pretty.
Click it. Click it.
Tenko? Tenko?
Yeah?
Do you contract vampirism when you were in the void?
Listen. I process Aether a bit different now, and I need to recharge in a specialized container.
Is it catching?
I also want to see what Nessa's room looks like. I have not taken a look.
Also, there's the other bed.
Yes. Which is quite lovely.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
This has a really cozy room.
I'm really proud of what I did with the lighting.
It's really nice. I don't know.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
It's very, very pretty, except for the death coffin right there.
When you click the coffin, it closes.
Of course it. Of course it does. Why am I surprised?
You know,
Where?
I feel like you could at least put a curtain up in front of this thing.
Where do I click the coffin?
Maybe
That
it's
might be a
just...
thing that only the room's owner can do.
Ah. Yeah, that would make sense. Anyway, it's the coffin from the Void Arc.
Yup. Alright, Juliet, would you like to do another queue? I'm thinking Trials queue.
I'm sorry if that helps.
You're okay.
Wait.
I am also gonna log off for the night. Have a good night, everybody.
Good
Have a
night.
good night, Delaney.
Wait, no, Nyx is apologizing for something?
Oh, the joke.
Oh.
I went, God fucking damn it, Nyx. That's a terrible joke.
Why does
And,
it sound like I can hear a fan or a vacuum or something in the background with the stream? Honestly, there's a bunch of microphones involved in this right now, and I don't know who's got...
There is an air conditioner in my room.
It's not coming through. I'm gonna unmute your stream for a moment.
It also could just be...
There's no... There is maybe a tiny amount of background static, but it does not sound like there's a fan in the background of your stream. Code, this happens every time you're on a stream. You start hearing background noise that nobody else is hearing. But also, Jules, the joke being Robert Galbraith is the pen name used by
Oh, God.
Wizard Book bitch.
I didn't even pick up on that.
So it's a joke about how she's incredibly racist towards the Irish.
Is there anybody she's not incredibly racist or bigoted towards?
Other English people.
That's fair. I do like my room, but it's very chaotically decorated.
I do like your room as well. I also really like my room. My room is
I
very
have
cozy. Also, we need to start decorating. We bought a small house in Ishgard.
Right.
There is not very much space in there, but it's honestly pretty nice.
All right, I got a neon wall light. Where's Here's the thing. Where's the housing menu option?
Social. It's in the social menu down at the bottom.
I am really proud of the lighting of my room. I did not.
The lighting is really well done.
I spent the majority of my money on that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
That tracks.
Room decor is expensive, and buying the room. That's a big cake.
Yeah, I have one of those. I think it is some. I think we got them. We both got them. Yeah.
The wedding.
Yeah, I think we both got one for the wedding.
I think so.
All right, I'm gonna leave my private chambers. Where are you at the house?
Me?
Yeah.
I was exploring some of our neighbors' houses, and honestly, it looks like this FC may be slightly abandoned.
Alright. Do I have a way to teleport to... Oh?
A way to teleport to...
Because I can teleport to the Free Company Hall.
Yeah. We need to get a small aetherite for the garden.
Oh, okay.
I forget how much they are. But as for right now, we pretty much have to go to Ishgard. Okay, there you are. I think it's purchased from the... Not actually sure where to purchase it. I'm gonna double check. Miniature aetherite. It is purchased from... Oh, it's purchased from the Grand Company Quartermaster.
Oh, right.
I'll go grab one for us. I got a ton of company seals.
Mm-hmm. So it's in Ishgard.
The house is in Ishgard. If you want to go ahead, I will grab
Foundation.
Yep, go to Foundation. If you want to go ahead, I will grab the aetherite and be right there.
Okay.
Hey, that's hilarious.
I thought that was Kelly for a fucking, like, millisecond before I checked the name, because it was the same hat. I'm normal about Rukaden.
Yep, I know you are. The normalist about Rukaden. quartermaster. In materials. Are they in materials or material? Miniature aetherite.
Final Fantasy, for its fulfillment of the deepest dream of its average player, to own a house and share. Yeah, just about.
Alright. So it's gonna be... The easiest way is gonna be to go over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we got a couple's cabin. Nice.
Residential district.
It's
travel the
better
ward.
than...
It's the 11th ward.
What? I don't think I have...
There should be a button that says travel the ward with
Nope.
residential. No? Do you not have the Imperium unlocked?
I don't think I have the... Are you there right now?
I am. Give me just a moment. Actually,
Because I could just...
Right. I am now here. Let me just put the aetherite up. And then you should be able to teleport directly to me. Corner here. Go for it. You should now be able to go to your friends list and right-click my name and click teleport to, or and click estate teleportation.
Nope. I'm still only seeing the one in the the goblet.
It's weird.
Maybe it hasn't updated yet.
Maybe. Can now teleport to either.
How do you unlock the way to get into the place?
There's a quest somewhere.
Recruitment notice? Towards the firmament?
That's for the firmament, I think. The quest is called Ascending to Imperium. The quest should be in Foundation.
Gondolimbo. Oh, this guy.
On Delimbode. Stakeholder rights, secondary rights holders.
Been a while since I heard that quest accept noise.
Oh, I didn't have teleportation unlocked available. That's a set. I always forget it's a setting you have to turn on.
Okay, I don't remember actually I don't think I wasn't part of the FC really, or active as active when we had Het.
Yeah. So you're going to want to go to, once you're in the Imperium, you are going to want to go to Imperium Southeast Subdivision.
Okay. Hang on, let me update the map that I'm looking at.
I got a question for you too.
I might have an answer.
Have you guys ever watched any of the Goes Wrong plays?
No.
I've...
Southeast? I am aware of those.
Southeast?
Southeast.
So
Southeast Subdivision.
We're totally gonna watch something when it's the four of us again.
I would absolutely like. I have seen bits of which was it? Peter Pan Goes Wrong.
I've seen Peter Pan. I've seen Christmas Carol. And
I have seen the bed collapsing scene from Peter Pan.
Yes, I got Dana hooked on it, and they even had their own like 12-episode show. For context for Jules, the Goes Wrong plays are a series of plays.
Oh, I've seen the bed collapsing scene.
Yes.
Yeah. They're very funny. Yeah.
Darling?
Ward 11.
Ward 11.
You should be able to teleport to it now. I turned teleportation on. I forgot that I also have to tick that on as a setting.
Oh. But it's gotta be friends list.
Yeah. It's in...
Yeah.
There's not much here yet.
It's... I can't click on the door.
Oh, I forgot to enable that too. Guest access. Yes. You can now enter. There is absolutely nothing in here. There is a rug.
This building layout feels vaguely familiar, like I remember watching it over your shoulder.
Probably.
Was this the building that... So...
Mm-hmm. It was a small plot in Ishgard, and I'm trying to figure out how to give you... I'm trying to figure out how to make you a secondary rights holder. There's a button to bar you from the property. I don't want that. Housing. Okay. Estate settings, private estate, shared estate settings. Here we go. Chilito Tara. Full rights. The button to remove someone from your estate is called evict.
Oh dear. So, it's a little bit of a funny story. It's not exactly the same plot, but it's roughly it's roughly the same plot that you had.
That we had for the original FC house. This is the same spot it was in. And then, if you come over here, the best part about this estate
Is that it's within walking distance of the hot springs.
Yes. What? Oh, you're just looking at Emmerich?
What?
What? What?
What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Stop.
I
Did something I say confuse you, my love?
You said Emmerich.
Yeah. Who do you think is wearing the elephant suit? Look at the sword at his hip. It's a unique sword that only Emmerich has.
No. No.
Yes.
No. Come on. Give me.
He's called the Azure Elephant, the guardian of the Imperium. He also shows up in the Firmament. And there are voice lines from him and Astinian where he tried to get Astinian to wear the outfit, and Astinian just left.
Oh my god. That is canonically Emmerich.
That is canonically Emmerich walking around. Yeah, it's between the sword and the following dialogue from the last part of 6.0 MSQ. It's missable. Estinian says, "No sooner did Emmerich hear about our disbandment than he offered me a position as a guardsman in the Imperium District. As a former Azure Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular," he said. "Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have. Word has it that a false deity born in the Tower of Zot has survived, and occasionally appears to terrorize the locals. Those who vanquish the being and present proof in Raza Han will receive a handsome reward, though handsome isn't the word I would use to describe such outlandish garb. But while in Thavnair, perhaps I will acquire a set and send to Emmerich in lieu of an answer to his job offer. Let him stand guard thus attired and be the talk of the Imperium, if not all of Kurthus."
Oh my god.
Estinian sent Emmerich a bright blue elephant costume as his answer to a job offer, and Emmerich's response was to put it on and do it himself.
Estinian's shit. Okay, I'm just going to put his. Wait, I gotta ask. Reiterating, Estinian didn't buy this, he got it.
Yeah, Estinian earned it by killing a creature that escaped the Tower of Zot.
They gave him a fursuit. They gave him a fursuit.
Yep. I love that it's just provably Emmerich in that.
Now that I have travel, I can go. Yeah. So, do we have? Are there like private chambers that happen in
Nope.
this? No, it's just
Not
these
for
two.
the private chambers are what you get in an FC house, so that everyone is able to have their own little apartment. But
This is just
we have a top. We have a top and a bottom floor all to ourselves.
yeah.
I'm figuring the bottom floor will probably be our bedroom because I don't want our bedroom to be right at the entrance.
It's just kind of cute because you jumped on this plot for a reason.
Yes.
It's not exactly, but it's like, I think, what was it, an equivalent plot to the one?
Yeah, I think originally we were actually Ward 1 plot 24 on Ultros for a while, which is the equivalent in the non-subdivision version. 24. Yeah, we were Ward 1 plot 24 for a while. And then Seraph opened up. It's got that right there, and it's also got this cozy fire pit.
So...
Oh shit, I forgot I had those two.
we essentially kind of have... We're kind of flavoring this as this was the old Ishgard FC house.
I think so.
'Cause I don't remember being here, but I remember seeing this house on your screen.
Yeah.
I just remembered there were two toys I had as a child I completely forgot I had.
Oh.
I had two of the Revenge of the Fallen era figures. I had Megatron and I had the Fallen. I completely forgot I had Megatron until I was looking at a top Megatron Designs thing, and I'm sorry if this is way off topic. I just had a little brain blast. I had this specific Megatron figure because I specifically remember the cannon arm that went into a sword. I also had the Fallen. I did not like the designs of the Transformers in the Michael Bay movies.
I don't think anyone did.
Especially, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, the Autobots at least sort of look like fucked up versions of themselves. Every Decepticon looks exactly the fucking same.
What even is the fucking Fallen?
Oh,
Megatronus.
Yeah, depending on continuity.
The thing about the Fallen is that in most of the continuities he's in, hold on, I'm gonna get better art of him. Because he has good design that shows.
Yeah.
Basically, the Fallen is the right hand of Unicron. He is one of the 13 Primes who kind of went Judas. And he's on fire.
Gotcha.
Now, clearly in the Transformers 1 continuity, that is not how that worked out.
No. It used to be that he, like Unicron and the rest of the Primes, were multiversal singularities, meaning that there was only a single one of them that existed across the multiverse.
Yeah.
And then I forget what happened exactly, but now they're alternates.
they tried to basically like make that a thing, and it was kind of a retcon, and then they retconned the retcon.
Gotcha.
The 13 primes and anything involving the 13 is always when, yeah, Transformers is usually science fiction, then the 13 come in, then Primus and Unicron come in. Now we're going to pseudo-mysticism.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I got this off way
No,
off.
it's...
No, you're fine.
No, you're good. I might call the stream for the night.
Okay.
I think I might still want to play for a bit, but I think
That sounds
Y'all
good
still
to
want
me.
chat?
yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that for tonight, I think
We've been going for a little while, and we just kind of
about 4 hours.
get some rest. Yeah, we want to get some rest.
Mood.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Night code. Thanks for showing up, everybody.
You're
we
welcome.
hope to see you next week. Good night.
Good night. Right, I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying good night to the stream.